Dear students, welcome back. In this session, we are going to discuss about the superficial muscles of the posterior compartment of the leg. The superficial muscles are the gastrocnemius, plantaris, and the soleus. Okay, so this gastrocnemius is having two heads. One is the medial head and the lateral head. Medial head and the lateral head. Okay. So medial head arises from the popliteal surface of the femur above the medial condyle. So above the medial condyle of the femur. Lateral head arises from the lateral surface of the lateral condyle of the femur above the epicondyle. Lateral epicondyle. So this is the origin. If you see the insertion by the Tendo calcaneus, it is inserted into the middle of the posterior surface of the calcaneum. Middle of the posterior surface of the calcaneum. That means these two heads forming a common tendon called as a Tendo calcaneus tendon. So this Tendo calcaneum is a common tendon of both gastrocnemius as well as the soleus. If you see the action, so the action of this gastrocnemius is the plantar flexion of the foot. When foot is on the ground, it can flex the knee joint. That is the action of gastrocnemius. Okay, and this muscle is supplied by the tibial nerve. Each head receives a separate branch from the tibial nerve. Each head receives a separate branch from the tibial nerve. Okay, so this is about the gastrocnemius. Now we will move on to the plantaris. Plantaris muscle is short muscle with long slender tendon. So which is having long slender tendon. So it is arising from the popliteal surface of the femur above the lateral condyle. So the tendon joins the tendocalcaneus on the medial aspect of the tendocalcaneal tendon, and this one also gain insertion into the middle of the posterior surface of the calcaneum. Okay, this one is also supplied by the tibial nerve and it acts with gastrocnemius. It is also having the same functions of the gastrocnemius, but it is having weak action. Okay, now coming to the soleus. Soleus is a very bulky muscle, you can see. Okay, this is a bulky muscle and it is originating from the soleal line and middle 1/3 of the medial border of the tibia. Middle 1/3 of the medial border of the tibia. And it is also having origin from the posterior surface of the head of the fibula and upper 1/3 of the posterior surface of the shaft of the fibula. Okay. And also from a tendinous arch stretching between first and second over the posterior tibial vessels and nerves. Okay, so these are the main origins of the soleus muscle, and this muscle is also getting inserted through the tendocalcaneus into the middle of the posterior surface of the calcaneum. This one is supplied by the tibial nerve. Okay, and the action is plantar flexion of the foot. So these are all about the superficial muscles of the posterior compartment of the leg. Thank you.